What I want you to do is just draw the block. Just draw a square. Literally just represent one side of the block. We're just going to draw a square. I'm not drawing a square, which is going to be weird on the video, but I'm going to do that in a second here, right? So if anybody rewatches this, it'll be very weird. All right, so a couple of little tips when you're sketching that I really liked, again, to kind of reiterate from the videos. If you're drawing that square, you want to make sure that you're not using these little strokes to draw, right? You can. There's a whole different form of drawing called gestural drawing, where this is a very effective technique. I actually draw like this when I draw some things. So this is not all bad, but for what we're drawing, one of the things you want to do is you want to try and do more fluid movements, right? And we want to try and get a nice line and another nice line. And I'm drawing really dark. I normally don't draw this dark, but I want to make sure it shows up on the video. So what's wrong with that one? Other than it's a rectangle. Exactly right, right? And there's a lot of pressure on me right now because I'm on a camera and it's freaking me out. But yeah, that's a rectangle, right? That's a proportion thing. When you're sketching, you got to really start visually looking at proportions. And a lot of times, you know, art teachers, anybody taking an art class? Like a drawing class or art class, they'd be like, well, draw your first line and then get a sense of how long it is and kind of work from there. The other thing that I did is the corners. Notice I crossed the tips of the corners. That is another one of those little cheats that make you look like you can draw like an architect, right? There's a couple things that I do, and people don't know what my career is, and they automatically know I'm an architect or sometimes an engineer. It's sometimes the way I sketch, when I draw, I cross my corners and my tips, and definitely how I letter when I write. You know, somebody at a bank is always like, "You're an architect, aren't you?" Or "You're an engineer," or whatever. Well, you guys are going to learn to letter like that too. We'll go through that. But so, how did your first box come out? Try and do one like this next. So do one with the crossing corners that's maybe a little more square than mine.